channel, right?
Yeah, now we're live.
Okay, the yellow live button's up. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this episode of what are you calling this podcast?
Well, on my channel, I called it a little podcast with Alastair.
All right, a little podcast with that just makes me sound like I'm the little one. A little podcast with Alastair. Today's topic will be bilingualism, starring a bilingual speaker, Simon.
Yes,
Who
sir.
knows English and Danish. A round of applause for Simon, please.
Thank you very much. And with me, I will be having Alastair, who speaks English, and that's it.
I'm right. I speak English in every form of dialect of English.
That is fair, like, cause
I do pretty good accents.
I only speak this English, but you speak many Englishes, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so I'm a prime leader, professional when it comes to knowing how to speak just one language very well.
Can you, in a Scottish accent, say, "I don't know, I've never tried it"?
I don't know. Never tried it.
That it's
I'm not sure if that's any good.
No, that's very good. It's from a stand-up show with Trevor Noah.
Oh,
and
great.
He was like, people aren't racist in Scotland because there are no black people, so they haven't tried it. And then he did that impression, and I was dying. It was really funny.
I need to watch that now.
Yeah, he has 2 shows on Netflix.
Just on Scottish people.
Oh no, but in one of them he talks about Scotland, and it is quite a large part of the show, and it's very funny, very, very good.
I will watch it. You know who's good with cultural humor is Russell Peters. I was just watching the other day. You know Russell Peters?
No, sir.
Oh, he's an Indian Canadian guy.
Oh.
And
yeah.
Yeah, you know him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does some good humor when it comes to good comedy, when it comes to culture and stuff. He does a good Chinese impression. Makes me laugh every time. So yeah, anyone watching, watch Russell Peters, watch that Trevor Noah thing.
Yep.
It's good.
It's
just us, isn't it?
Yeah. We're just
shouting out in the endless void.
Yeah. No, but the topic for today, bilingualism. That was my suggestion.
Yep.
And I have a situation, something that happened to me yesterday that has made me want to discuss this.
Okay, go ahead.
Have you ever played Trivial Pursuit?
No, but I've heard of it.
Okay, so it's basically, as the name implies, a trivia game where there's 6 categories. You got geography, arts, history, natural sciences, entertainment, and then another one. And you have to answer one question correct from each category, and then you move around a board to get those questions and so on. But the problem was that these questions were mixed. They were in Danish, all of them, but the topics were very mixed, of course. And the reason I found it difficult was because they would reference Danish events that I haven't heard of, either because I'm young or because I didn't live in Denmark at the time.
Okay, fair enough.
Or it would be a knowledge question like physics or biology.
Right.
But it would be a part of biology that I've only learned in English.
Okay.
So I wouldn't understand the question or know the answer.
Oh yeah, I see what's going on here.
Yeah. Because you know how sodium is pretty unique to English. Like in most other languages, it's called natrium.
Right, yeah.
Danish does that with quite a few elements. For example, hydrogen is not called hydrogen. And mercury is not called mercury; it's called quicksilver.
Oh no, that's the good old name, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like all of these translations or things. I don't know. It made me lose the game. I hope that was
No,
it.
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all I have on bilingualism.
Yeah. No, that must be annoying.
Yeah. I was like, I've never been that angry playing a game. Like I was in the red.
So you were playing with family, and what were they like? Did they try to help you, like educate you in Danish or something?
No, they were going against me. They're like, well, just because you don't know the Danish word for it doesn't mean we're going to help you. You don't deserve the point. Man, fuck you. Fuck you. How am I supposed to know? Have you lived in China? Okay.
Do you know Chinese? You can tell them. Do you remember any Chinese?
A little bit.
Yeah, you could assault them with that.
Here the other day, I was like just casually counting to 10 in Chinese, and I got stuck.
On what number?
I don't remember. It was like er san su bu, and that's it. I can't count beyond 5. It's very disappointing.
Would you like me to help you out, or would you like to use maybe Google?
I'll check Google out. How to count to 10 in Chinese. Liu, Qi,
Yep.
Ba. Jiu,
Joe, yeah.
Zhou, and
Yep.
Shi.
Yep, sure. That's it. Well done.
我汽水.
No, you're not, but I'm
what am I? I'm 我汽水.
That's 70.
Oh, 我汽水. Is that?
Wait, try that again.
Yeah, I know my pronunciation isn't so good.
There seem to be like 2 7s in there in the wrong. It's the 10 first and then the 7.
我汽水.
Yeah, that's it. There you go.
Well,
how do I say it in Danish?
Jeg er
17
år.
Yeah. Jeg er 17 år.
No, that's pretty good.
Someday I hope to sound like you.
Well, that's another thing. I'm not. Sometimes I have difficulties pronouncing Danish words.
Oh, now that's wow.
It's really hard for me to juggle 2 languages at once.
No,
One of them is gonna take a hit, and
it's Danish, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still fluent in it. Like, I'm way better at Danish than English, but some words I just can't pronounce. I don't know if it's because I'm stupid or that's just.
No, I think it makes sense actually. Like a human mind can only comprehend so much, right? So you got to have 2 different words for one thing in your head. That's just taking up too much space. Obviously, you got to pick and choose kind of everything.
No, yeah.
I mean, even nowadays, I get confused with Chinese because I'm getting better at it. Not fluent, mind you, but there are times when I just start going to Chinese grammar, and Chinese grammar is non-existent. So my English just sounds like the thing. Get
no, yeah.
Now. Yeah,
but if you can understand the person, then it's not a problem.
Well, I mean, there's the matter of them trying to understand you as well.
Yeah. Regardless.
We are by no means very good at many languages.
Oh, no. And then there's some people that can speak like many languages, languages effortlessly.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Like they can just switch between 8 different languages. I'm like, Christ.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Speaking of languages, I have something completely unrelated, which I just remembered that I needed to discuss with you.
Sure, yeah.
When do you celebrate Christmas?
Oh, it's not really unrelated considering we actually planned to talk about this. When do the 25th? Like,
okay,
everyone in the world who says football.
What do you celebrate?
I don't know the date. I'm Chinese, mate. Our Christmas consisted of going out to a French place, and I had a filet mignon with foie gras on top.
Oh, I mean the thing. Like Christmas is a celebration of.
I don't know, Jesus.
Yeah, the birth of Jesus Christ. But Jesus was born famously on the 24th.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Then why the hell do we celebrate on the 25th?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. We celebrate Christmas Eve. Well, the thing is, we celebrate the same thing. And it's called the same. Like you celebrate Christmas on Christmas Day, and we celebrate on Christmas Eve.
Right, yeah.
So
that's the only difference.
I just don't get why you would celebrate the following day and then say we're wrong. That's strange.
No, that makes sense. It's like the Americans saying that football is soccer when it is football because the rest of the world says football.
Yeah, like that's strange.
It is strange sometimes when it just like factually doesn't make any sense. So yeah, why do we celebrate on the 25th? Maybe it's because we're just like, okay, he's been born, now we can celebrate. Right?
Yeah.
Could be like that. That could be the logic. I mean, like, you're gonna stand waiting next to the mother, and then the kid comes out. It's just like, hey, you've been born, have some cake, and just shove it down the kid's throat after he starts crying.
I guess you're right. You've been very understanding, so I'm not aggressive. But let me just find our text messages here because something else bothered me quite a bit.
Oh yeah, the New Year's party, wasn't it?
Let's see.
The fact that I'm holding my New Year's party tomorrow.
Saturday, tomorrow, the 29th. What are you celebrating?
It's just meant to be a New Year's gathering. We couldn't get everyone on the right date, so we got it on the Saturday.
Okay, but so let me just understand this correctly. You're celebrating that we're gonna enter a new year.
Absolutely, yes.
2 days before we do it.
Yes, Simon, it's going to be a 3-day long festivity.
Well, I don't know how you celebrate it. You can tell me. But in Denmark, very simple. We get together the 31st, always. Then during the day, there'll be comedy on TV the entire day. And then at 6 p.m., our queen will hold a speech. And then our prime minister. And then, no, the prime minister is later or earlier. I don't know. We don't watch that one. We only watch the queen's one. And then after the queen's speech, then there's the famous 90-year-old birthday thing. Let me just check. It's not Danish.
90. Birthday thing. Who turns 90 on?
Let me just check.
Okay,
it's probably that. Yeah, it's called Dinner for One.
What? Dinner for one?
Okay, you don't do that, but in Europe we watched Dinner for One. The 90th birthday is what it's called. It's very funny.
Okay.
And then we get smashed. And then around midnight, then around 10 minutes before, we'll turn the TV back on, and then there'll be a live transmission from the Capitol, where the town hall clock will ding, 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 and there'll be fireworks, and then we jump into the new year. Like we'll step on, we'll go on the table, and then we'll jump as soon as the new year starts.
You guys take it far more seriously than we do. We just kind of like bung around until the date comes, and we're just like, "Hey, Happy New Year!" Great, you're older now.
Nah,
jeez, you got like all this whole television thing going on. I'll tell you what it does sound. It sounds like Chinese New Year. Now, Chinese New Year for us, we get the television thing as well, but we don't get comedy. We just get really, really horrible programs. Maybe, in my opinion, they're horrible. Maybe the old timers like it, but it's just like a whole bunch of people in colorful costumes on stage trying to sing and stuff, and
yeah,
it's not as entertaining as comedy, I'd say. And we don't get speeches from our queen because I don't think we have one.
Not China, no.
I'm not sure about the prime minister either. Even if he did speak, I wouldn't understand, which is it's just the way I am.
No, like
uncultured.
Our queen is amazing.
All right, let's hear it.
Like, she's pretty old.
As most royalty is nowadays.
Yeah. She is.
Would she beat Britain's queen in an arm wrestling competition?
Yeah.
So I'm guessing she's younger than the British queen.
Yeah, she's 78 years old.
Oh yeah. How old's the British one? Like a billion?
She's 184.
That doesn't sound right.
No, she is. I will be happy to let you know that she's 92.
Wow, really
surprisingly healthy. Like,
I'm sure she's got a lot of doctors helping her out.
But like, she looks great for her age.
For a 90-year-old, yeah.
Anyways, back to the Danish queen.
Oh yeah, right, yeah.
I don't want to toot our own horn or anything, but like when in her New Year's speech, she'll mention all the things that happened in Denmark that year, and even the things that happened for young people. Like last year, she mentioned the scandal that happened on Snapchat, and she was like, "That wasn't good for Denmark." And like she's in the know. She knows what happened. So we love her.
Good for the that's good.
Yeah. Okay, I'm done.
You're done with the queen?
Yeah, and also Denmark. I'm over. Finished.
No more. Okay. Well, on the subject of bilingualism, I guess I'll take my turn to speak now. Where I live in Singapore now, as you may well know.
Oh, I didn't. No, I did.
And Singapore is an atrocious country to learn a language in because you never learn one language properly. You don't learn English properly here, and you don't learn Chinese properly here because it's a mix of the two, and it's Singlish, which means it's really just unique to this one area of the world, and no one else will understand it. It's actually becoming a problem. I think some of the Ministry of Education guys just like, the Singaporeans can't speak good Chinese, they can't speak good English, we can't really do business with the world right now.
I feel it's the same with Malaysia, which is close to
Malaysia's just like big brother of Singapore, but Singapore's gone and done its own thing and done quite well for itself.
I mean, I don't know the history of Singapore, but I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that they didn't actually want to be independent.
Probably. I know next to nothing about Singapore, and I know half of them.
I just read that they were made independent, and then the Malaysian government were like, "You guys do your own thing," and Singapore was like, "No, can we Can we just stay part of your country, or? Oh, no. That's what
Well,
happened.
look at that. Even I learned something new about my own country, but they've done well about it.
Yeah, it's nice.
There's still a lot of problems, obviously.
Oh yeah,
It's a
of
bit,
course.
it's scary because they still have like the death penalty here and stuff if you get caught underage drinking or smoking.
Is it that strict?
Oh, sorry, drug taking.
Oh, okay.
I get the three of them mixed up. It's just like it's what the cool kids do, and it's all bad.
Does that include like weed?
Yeah, any drugs at all will get you killed or at least sentenced to a significant penalty. Significant time away. Some kids actually got export. Is it exported? No, it isn't.
Deported?
Yeah, deported. That's the word. Yeah,
Okay.
deported from Singapore, from my school apparently, and other schools. You hear it a lot. We have a lot of drug talks in my school, and I'm guessing other ones simply because it's a serious thing in Singapore, and kids have been kicked out of the country.
Would you say that the strict punishment has done anything to maybe reduce the amount of drug taking in the country, or?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'd definitely say so. Like, I'm sure it's still a problem here and there, but because it's punishable by death, I'd say it's significantly less compared to other countries.
I mean, you're gonna have if somebody does it and gets caught, they'll be removed.
Yeah, there's also that as well.
From existence. And then those who might start, they are very compelled not to start.
Yeah, that's a perfect way of phrasing it, my lad.
All right. Okay. You can continue with your.
Yeah, that Singapore, it's a scary place. It's made Singapore very, very. It's a bit annoying, I will say, because Singapore ends up being a really high-strung place. Everyone's always kind of on edge because you don't know what's going to get you in trouble next. It's like everyone's afraid to break the rules in Singapore, and that's not a good thing. You need to break the rules in order to progress.
Yeah. Definitely.
But they're doing quite well just following the rules very, very well, and they get far.
It just, I mean, you shouldn't really, I don't know, live in fear for.
Yeah, certainly not.
It's also illegal to, what's it called? Litter.
Well, not illegal. You do get fined. Okay, yeah, I suppose that's illegal in that case. But yeah, you get fined pretty heavily for that. I'm not sure what the situation is with the gum now, if it's like still a thing or not.
Because I do think that's a good idea, like fines for people who litter.
Yeah, no, that makes sense though. Yeah,
if you can't be bothered to throw your trash in the trash can, then pay up your life savings.
Yeah, no, it makes sense, honestly, and it works well.
Yeah, that's good.
I think that's the only like kind of reasonable punishment, to pay money when you litter.
Yeah, I don't know. My dad's actually been to Singapore, and he said we would go to Singapore, but I don't think we're going to Singapore.
I assumed as much since you're not here.
Yeah. I mean, I told you I would come and visit you because I thought we were going to Singapore.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that never happened, huh?
I've lied to you.
Well, it's not a lie if it changes. It's just... That's life,
Yeah. Let me just check the ticket prices.
Probably expensive this time of year, and considering it's a new year and all that.
Let's say March then. So, how's your university thing going?
Oh, I think I'm nearly at the end of the hurdle for me here. I've applied to the UK ones. I got all my answers back from all my universities. So I've got 1 rejection and 4 accepted me. The 1 rejected was obviously Oxford, which I tried. It's fine. I'm not really taken aback with that.
Who said yeah?
Leeds, which is my safety.
That's your safety.
Yeah.
Leeds is my top.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you can see how
How
far
IB
apart.
is just ripping you apart.
No, you're just really smart, and I'm really lazy.
No, Simon, you're smart. You're just lazy.
Exactly.
You are a smart guy. Don't downplay that. You've done impressive things with your life, which I haven't had. I get grades, but you get freaking cool shit and you make it work in your room.
But I mean, we can admire each other.
Yep, and it's that admiration which will make us set up some crazy ass company in the future where we both get rich.
Exactly.
You know, life is not dictated by grades. But anyway, yeah, so it was Leeds, Warwick, which is like pretty well known, and St Andrews, which is in Scotland.
Yeah.
And UCL.
That's yeah. Gotcha. And
I chose a quite controversial course for UCL though, which is the arts and sciences one, which is kind of like does a bit of everything.
What kind of jobs can you get with that?
Basically, it's meant to be pretty employable since it teaches you all the things on how to get good and work. Like, hey, can you critically think and be cooperative and come up with a plan for this and that? I don't know. It's good. Basically, I get to do computer science and film at the same time.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I wish I could do film with people who were passionate about it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, I completely understand. Are you doing film for IB?
Yeah, I am.
How's your HL film coming along? Are you doing HL? You must be.
I am. And it's coming along fine. Do you want to hear our idea?
Yeah, no, it's here. It's gonna be better than mine.
I actually came up with it, and I co-wrote the script.
You put in way more effort than we have. I'm going to tell you.
Well, okay. So the plot is like this: you have a group of 5 friends, and they're getting together for a pre-party. Just hanging before they go to the big boys.
Right. Yeah.
And just around a year before, 2 of the boys who were best friends in the group, their parents were killed in a car accident because they were also very good friends.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So you have
a
interesting setup here.
Yeah, definitely.
So what happens is like they have this pre-party, like they play some games, and then they end up playing Truth or Dare.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And it's hard to explain, actually. Might be a sign it's a bad idea, but they're playing this Truth or Dare, and it's like, I dare you to run around the house naked or drink, and then he drinks and so on. And then it comes to the main character, which is one of the guys who lost their parents.
Yeah.
And then he doesn't want to answer a question, a truth question. And then I'm like, come on, man, why don't you want to answer? And he's like, no, I just don't want to answer. Like, I don't know what the big deal is. And then there's a voiceover that says, but it was a big deal because Logan had a huge secret. And the plot twist was not the plot twist, but it's an interesting twist.
Right.
It's a diegetic voiceover. All of the characters can hear it. Can't see it. So they react to it and they're like, what the fuck was that? What was what? Did you not hear the voice? Are you crazy? Did you? Who's doing that?
I want to see yours so badly.
Once I'm done editing it, I'll send it to you.
Please do. I need to see this.
The plot twist is that the accident that killed 4 of the parents
Was the
was
narrator?
caused by the main character.
Oh, okay.
And the
Wow.
voiceover is his moral guardian, and he's the one who spills the beans through the voiceover. So
Dramatic.
yeah, I don't know if it's gonna work, but hopefully.
I wish you all the best. I mean, I came up with quite a few ideas for my group, but we ended up going for a horror movie, just like a really standard horror movie script, because they're just idiot. No, so that's not fair to them. But I mean, we spent so much time trying to come up with an idea, and it just ended up being bad because we couldn't agree on anything, and we just ended up going for a generic thing. But I had a couple of ideas lined up. Like one I really, really wanted to do was a 7-minute film about a guy who tries to make his IB film, but just fails utterly. Like he goes around like he's basically the social misfit of his IB film class. No one wants to make a film with him, so he has to go around looking for all the different members. Like he needs to get a cinematographer, so he goes and finds the first photography guy he gets, but it's not the same thing. Like it's kind of all framed incorrectly, and he wanted the guy to do sound, but he doesn't know anyone who does sound, so he goes to the nearest guy who he knows does something sound related, and it turns out to be a metalhead.
Yeah.
So like the entire soundtrack is just a heavy death metal, except he's trying to make like a rom-com or something. I just wanted it to be full of like all the mistakes that could happen when trying to make an IB film, all the struggles that we have to fucking go through to make one of these things. And then at the end, like before, like when the final unveiling of his film, it's just like, okay, guys, this is what I'm actually come off with. Then the film ends there. Just like, snatched it away from you guys. What you saw was the film. Zed snap.
You know, I like that idea because it's very meta, you know?
Yeah, I know. I wanted to do something meta because that's what the IB is about, right? Think about yourself. Think about the decisions you make. And I wanted to be like, okay, let's just take the piss out of that.
Oh, yeah.
We should make that.
We should.
I'm thinking if I have time and the money, I'll fly over to Denmark during the long summer, which is like once the exams are done. You got any plans for that summer?
Yeah.
Of course you have plans, but I mean, like, do you have plans to shovel me in?
Well, I'll have time.
Brilliant. Okay.
We're gonna on for a maximum of 2 weeks during July.
Where?
New York.
Ooh. Okay, I might meet you there then, actually.
Yeah.
New York.
We had a big USA trip planned.
With your friends?
No.
Okay, you go do that
with my parents.
Oh, your parents. Okay.
Yeah. And but it was too expensive, so we decided just to go to New York for a week or so.
Okay, no, I'll let you guys do that then. Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah. So
apparently it's really I mean, of course it's expensive to get a flat in New York, but it's still like really profitable because it's just going up and up and up still. So
oh yeah, but I don't think we're gonna buy real estate when we're there.
Just a fact that I read in a newspaper somewhere, Simon. I wasn't suggesting you go buy some real estate.
Yeah. So but oh, that reminds me. Here the other day, I went to watch a musical in Denmark.
Oh yeah,
it was Tarzan.
Oh wow, I didn't think. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was it was really good. That's the point. Like I watched it and I was like, wow, we really know our stuff up here. Because it was genuinely so good.
Yeah, honestly, those musicals and plays in Europe are always phenomenal, I think.
And it was like a small theater, but like the visual and the sonic experience was just fantastic. Very very nice.
It's just the way it is. I'm sorry. I'm being interrupted.
Not an issue.
It's Simon.
Wow.
Hey.
How's it doing?
He's doing great. We're also live.
Good. Say hi to Anthony. Hi.
I mean, we're live. People are watching us right now.
Huh? Really?
People are listening to you right now.
No, I thought you were in the headphone.
But I'm still live.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, hi. I can't hear him, so I don't know. Okay. Good.
Because I'm making the assumption that anyone's watching this right now, but
There is one. So
hi, our one viewer. Thank you so much for sticking around.
that's how it gotta be.
You know, we just got to keep at it. I think if we do this every week from now on, we'll get there. We'll get to at least 200 viewers, and then 4, then 5, and then 1,000. And then once we hit our 1,000 milestone, we'll celebrate with face reveal.
Well, I mean, mine is already
Yeah, I'll reveal mine. Yeah, I'll do that.
Do you want to do something that's going to be embarrassing for me, but not so much for you?
Yeah, okay, sure.
Impressions.
Impressions of who? You? Me?
Oh, we'll do dialects and famous people.
Okay, yeah. On the subject of bilingualism again, then.
Yes. Okay. Here's what we can do. We'll do one, like an impression, and the other one has to guess.
Okay.
So it's gonna be really hard for you, probably easier for me.
Okay. Do we go for like fictional characters, or if it's like an actor, do you have to pick the act? You have to like guess the actor.
If
I'm doing a role that they're well known in, do you guess the actor or do you guess the character?
I guess both is fine.
Okay, sure. I'll go with something easy first. Then I'll see if I can do it. Who wants? Actually, do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
No, you go first.
Okay. To our one viewer. If you guess before Simon, are you monitoring the chat?
Yep, I'm
Simon?
looking.
All right. If you manage to guess before Simon, you win a round of applause from both of us and respect. Do you know who the one viewer is, Simon?
Reggie Short.
Do you know him personally?
Yeah, I think I remember who it is.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah, we
Let's
went
go.
on the geography trip together. Yeah, I like him. Yep. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Brilliant. Ooh, give me a second. I need to get into the zone. All right. Some men. Oh crap! That's not very good. Some men and women aren't looking for money. They can't be bought. No, that's that shit. Hold on, let me just try it this way. But with this, you'll pretty much know. Master Wayne, you are the Pac-Man.
Is that Alfred?
Yeah. Some men and women aren't looking for money. They can't be bought, bullied, reasoned, or negotiated with.
Okay.
They simply want to watch the world burn, Master Wayne.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay. You gotta know I'm really bad at this. Like, I can't do any respectable impressions.
Well, I tried. That wasn't very good in my opinion.
Okay.
Let's just go for the Batman ones because they're really easy.
How can you say that?
Well, I mean, like you can do them badly, and we'll still know who it is. Bane.
No, I'll do something non-Batman.
All right.
Okay. Hello, welcome to Microsoft Support Center. How can I help you? So your attitude is not going to speed up the process.
Oh my god.
Let me
Why is
just
it that
transfer you to my
every
supervisor?
support service guy ever is Indian?
I don't know.
It's
Well,
such a
actually, it's
strange
because it's
fact
cheap.
when you're just exploiting a culture.
Unfortunately, that is what's happening. But yeah.
Okay, we've gone for Indian Microsoft Service support guy. All right, is it my turn again? Okay, let's see what I got. Let me just find something he would say. All right, I'm gonna try this as best as I can. Okay.
Yep.
Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We seek the change. We seek. That was bad.
Is that Barack Obama?
Hey, you got him. It was Barack Obama.
I can tell by the pauses.
His pauses are the best thing in the world.
They're iconic. It's like we
he's
must
made
stand together in unity and solidarity. We, our nation, emit liberty, freedom, and strength. That's how he pauses.
He's made silence his trademark, and that's honestly the most powerful thing I can think of. It's hilarious, honestly.
He glances over the audience, and they know what's up.
Yeah, it's just like we shut up now and we listen to this man speak. And then, like, the difference is with Donald Trump is just he says a word with you or O in it, and people just look at him and try and figure out how his lips are doing that.
Yeah,
it's a different kind of attention.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see if you can get this one. Hold on. Okay. Just because you haven't found your talent yet doesn't mean you don't have one.
Is that it?
Life's like a movie. Write your own ending. Here's some simple advice. Always be yourself. Never take yourself too seriously. And be aware of advice from experts, picks, and members of parliament. That one is hard, I will admit.
I have no idea who that is.
Well, okay.
It sounds like a mix between Arnold Schwarzenegger and Kermit the Frog.
Well, it's Kermit the Frog. But
oh.
I will admit, I don't know what he sounds like. I've never heard Kermit the Frog.
What the hell would you do it then?
Whenever I do that voice, people like, oh, it sounds like Kermit the Frog. I'm like, I'll embrace it.
Okay,
you
well,
can also do I see trees of green.
Was that Louis Armstrong?
Yes, sir.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant.
It's your turn now.
Okay, let me think.
I'll wait.
I need to. I'm sorry. I don't know why it's taking me so long compared to you. You just like. Okay, let me try this. I'm not crazy. No, that's not the right tone. I'm not crazy. My mother had me tested. No, that doesn't work at all. Okay, let me try a different one. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. That didn't work. That wasn't the impression, by the way.
Is this what you want the universities to see?
They're not seeing anything. They're just hearing things.
Yeah.
It's just what I want the university to hear. Now that's a different question. Well, guess what? They're not going to be hearing anything from me.
Well,
I don't know why I said that. It doesn't make any sense. Let's try this one. Suddenly I can't think of anyone. Give me a suggestion.
Well, then I know what it is.
Oh yeah, okay.
Russian.
Give me like a Russian. Who's a famous Russian? Okay, I'm gonna try this. I keep saying I'm gonna try this, and then I don't try anything.
Gravely disappointing.
We watched Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yep.
What do you think of it? Not as good as Ant-Man, was it?
No, I liked it more.
More?
Yeah. I thought it was really funny.
I thought the first one was a bit funnier, though. They did the ranting thing better in the first one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right. It's just one line. See if you can guess. I think there's only one Russian character in the movie anyway, but I just like the way he says this. Just like Baba Yaga. The witch Baba Yaga. It comes for you in your dreams.
I don't know.
You wouldn't know anyway. Is that one Russian guy in the group?
Okay.
Gosh, I'm running out of ideas. I used to be pretty good at this. I need to practice more. Your turn then.
I mean, what's a good one? I'm walking here.
Oh gosh, I knew this actor. Crap. Forgotten his name. Son of a bitch.
That's not his name.
Obviously, it's not his name. I have Google on my side.
I feel like you
shouldn't use that.
What?
Shouldn't use Google.
No. I feel like you're gonna get it from my quote and not the accent.
Oh yeah, no, I got it from the quote, mate.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to remember the actor. Is it Dustin Hoffman?
I don't know.
I can't remember his name. Well, I know where it's from. Okay. I guess that's a point to you.
Thank you.
Let me try one now, okay? Hey. Shit, okay. Hey. Rick, I don't think we should be doing that.
As Morty.
I tried my best. Your turn.
Morty, quick in and out. Morty, you gotta stick it all the way up your butt, Morty. That hurts the throat.
Apparently, he only does it after drinking a beer or something.
Okay. You know, while we're doing this, I will let you in on a little issue that I've been dealing with.
Okay.
It sounds much worse than it is. This morning I got a new hard drive for my server. Would you know why? I flex with having. And oh Christ. Okay, yeah. So I got a new hard drive. I installed it in the server, and then basically has to do this process where it cleans it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I go to the cinema, which is why I had to move this a bit, because we watched this like new Danish comedy film. It was fantastic. Then I come back, and one of the other hard drives broke.
Well, shit.
Yeah. Fortunately for me, it was the smallest one, and I was planning on getting rid of it, but I just come back and it's like, it was like emergency mode, one of your hard drives are dead. Please copy all the data from it right now. And I was like, yes, sir. So that's what I'm dealing with right now.
So is everything moving all right, or is it?
Yeah.
That's relief.
It's done.
Great. So now what? You're just gonna chuck that old one out and grab a new one?
No, I'm not gonna replace it.
That's
How is that so fast? Huh. Oh, it was a dry run. Stupid ass. How am I so dumb? Damn it. Yeah. So, do you want to do another impression?
I don't know if I have any more. I need to load them up.
Okay, let's copy. There we go. Okay, now, okay, this is great. Good. It'll be done in 2 hours. No problem. At least it works.
Hopefully it works.
Yeah, actually, this is a really nice server. Like, it's so resilient.
For a server. I remember you had so much trouble trying to get it set up.
Oh, we did have one time. I called it the Great Crisis. I'll tell you what happened. It's something I'm gonna look back at, and it's an experience that everybody needs to have. Essentially, one day the server doesn't turn on. All right.
Okay.
And then I'm like, this is perfect, because I was planning on upgrading it anyways. So I buy a new motherboard and a new CPU.
Okay.
Then I put it all together. Still doesn't turn on. Right. Then I'm like, okay, that's not good. And then I go back to the old stuff, and that also still doesn't turn on. And then I switch the RAM. And bear in mind, whenever I switch something, I have to buy it because I didn't already have it. So Taobao was busy. I bought new RAM, still didn't work. I bought a new CPU, still didn't work. Then I bought a new power supply, still didn't work. And then I was like, maybe the motherboard is stopped working. And I've never seen that before. So that's why I ignored it. I was like, nah, it can't be it. It was it. So when I got a new one, and then I put everything of the old stuff in the new motherboard, then it worked. And I was like, I'm going to kill myself. This has been so expensive. It took over a week just because I was like, nah, I can't be broken. But
it's working now.
It works great. Yeah. And I've had 2 hard drives fail on me. But I don't lose any data because of the way it's set up. It's just like, okay, this hard drive broke, copy the data from it, and remove it.
Oh, that's nice.
That's really good.
So now you've got a bunch of spare pieces as well, huh?
No, I managed, to my surprise, some of the sellers in China, they were willing to take it back.
Wow.
Yeah, and
China's
then,
usually quite picky about that.
yeah, they're like, there's like warranty. Okay, none of that. And the 30-day return policy. Are you crazy? No, you know what you need to buy, so don't come here returning it, crazy man. But they took it back, some of it, and the stuff that I couldn't send back, I sold once I came back to Denmark. So it was overall a successful experience.
That's wonderful. I'm so happy for you. Managed to make the entire thing work out just great.
I feel like my small tangent turned into a largely uninteresting personal anecdote.
Actually, it's also kind of because you did tell me it before.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't be. It's fine. We're all laughing at each other here, aren't we?
Oh.
That's the whole point of a podcast, for us to catch up and people to laugh with us.
Yeah. Are we? I think we're just about done.
Oh yeah, we've hit the 1 hour time, haven't we?
All right. Well,
same time next week.
Yeah.
All right, we'll give it a shot.
To it at least. We'll aim for it at the same time. Yeah. I don't see why not.
We'll definitely try to get this thing a bit more steady, and we'll come up with more concrete layouts for next time, hopefully.
Definitely. We don't want any more of my tangents.
Not the tangents are what make it interesting. It's just the topics keep it going forward at some pace. All right. In that case, do we sign off here then?
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for listening, everyone. And adios, amigos.
Sayonara.